Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Paul Heyman hasn't been seen on WWE television since June 28, when Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline took him out. At the Fanatics Fest in New York City, the Wiseman was seen interacting with the brother of a former United States champion. It's not known when Paul Heyman will be returning to WWE television. The WWE Hall of Fame 2024 headliner was taken out just over 2 months after his induction, as he refused to acknowledge Solo Sikoa as his tribal chief. He repeatedly pleaded with Sikoa to change his course when forming the new bloodline, referring to Tama Tonga and Tongaloa as thugs. However, he was recently seen interacting with Jake Paul. Paul Heyman posted a video on his Instagram story where he was seen interacting with the brother of Logan Paul, Jake Paul. As you know, Logan Paul was the United States champion until SummerSlam 2024, when LA Knight dethroned him. Based on the somewhat audible story, fans can hear Jake Paul telling Heyman about his upcoming fight against Mike Tyson. About that was previously scheduled for July and will now be taking place in November. It will be broadcast on Netflix. Paul Heyman explained why booting him out of the bloodline was necessary. The Wiseman had to take a hiatus following the brutal assault on June 28, 2024. However, now that Roman Reigns is back, we could see the Wiseman returning for his tribal chief sooner rather than later. Heyman seems to think that Solo Sikoa taking him out was the right decision. In a rather surprising response, Paul Heyman explained, "Well, they had to do that. That's the exclamation point of what they're doing. At some point, for Solo Sikoa to become the tribal chief, for Tama Tonga to become the right-hand man, for Jacob Fatu to become the enforcer, you have to take out the Wiseman. I'm the last link to the original bloodline," said Paul Heyman. 108 onwards, as you might know, Heyman's relationship with Roman Reigns and the Anoa'i family is very real and dates back decades to when Heyman was a young up-and-comer trying to make it in the wrestling business. A couple of the people he happened to cross paths with were the legendary duo of Afa and Sika, both of whom sadly passed away recently. The eerie hush of the backstage area at a WWE live event in Columbus, Ohio, was interrupted by the unmistakable voice of Paul Heyman. The wise man of the bloodline, known for his smooth talking and Machiavellian schemes, was seen in an intense conversation with none other than the brother of a former United States champion. This unexpected meeting, just 51 days after a brutal assault by the bloodline, sent shockwaves through the WWE universe and set the stage for a new chapter in the ongoing saga of wrestling's most notorious faction. The brutal assault. It was only a month and a half ago that the WWE Universe witnessed one of the most vicious attacks in recent memory. The Bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, had turned their attention to a former U.S. champion who had dared to challenge their dominance. The assault was swift and merciless. Roman Reigns, flanked by the ever-loyal Usos, delivered a beatdown that left the champion broken and battered. The beating was not just physical but psychological, a clear message that anyone who crossed the bloodline would pay dearly. The WWE Universe watched in horror as the ex-US champion, known for his resilience and fighting spirit, was left motionless in the ring. Medical personnel rushed to his aid, and he was stretchered out of the arena, his future in WWE uncertain. For days, fans speculated whether he would ever return, and if he did, what state he would be in. A family connection. As the WWE Universe tried to come to terms with the assault, rumors began to swirl about the champion's family. It was well known that his brother, a lesser-known but equally talented wrestler, had been quietly making a name for himself on the independent circuit. Though he hadn't yet made a significant impact in WWE, his potential was undeniable. The wrestling world buzzed with questions. Could the brother seek revenge? Would he challenge the bloodline in his siblings' honor? These speculations reached a fever pitch when Paul Heyman was spotted backstage with the champion's brother. The sighting was brief, but it was enough to send the internet into a frenzy. What could Heyman possibly want with him? Was this a recruitment attempt, or something more sinister? The encounter took place in a dimly lit corridor, away from the prying eyes of fans and cameras. But in the world of WWE, nothing stays hidden for long. Reports soon emerged from those who had been nearby. According to sources, the conversation between Heyman and the ex-US champion's brother was intense, with Heyman doing most of the talking. The brother, usually calm and composed, appeared agitated, his body language indicating a mix of anger and confusion. Heyman, ever the strategist, was seen gesticulating wildly, his voice rising and falling as he made his case. It was clear he was trying to convince the brother of something, but what? Those who witnessed the exchange could only speculate. Some believed Heyman was trying to recruit the brother to the bloodline, offering him the chance to rise to WWE stardom under Roman Reigns' guidance. Others thought Heyman might be playing mind games, trying to sow discord within the family and further weaken the ex-US champion's resolve. The WWE Universe reacts as news of the meeting spread. The WWE Universe erupted with opinions and theories. Social media was ablaze with fans trying to piece together the puzzle. Could the brother be the next to fall under the bloodline's influence? Or was this a ploy by Heyman to keep his enemies close? One thing was certain, this development added a new layer of intrigue to the ongoing bloodline saga. The faction, already embroiled in internal strife with the recent rebellion of the Usos against Roman Reigns, now faced another potential threat. The possibility of the ex-US champion's brother getting involved could tilt the balance of power in unexpected ways. A dark offer in the days that followed, more details about the meeting began to emerge. Sources close to the situation revealed that Heyman had made a dark offer to the brother. He proposed that the brother align himself with the bloodline, promising him opportunities and championship gold. In return, all he had to do was pledge his loyalty to Roman Reigns and betray his own brother. It was a twisted proposal, but one that had become all too familiar in the world of Paul Heyman. The master manipulator was known for his ability to corrupt even the most principled wrestlers, turning them into instruments of his own ambitions. But the brother, torn between his love for his family and his desire for success, found himself at a crossroads. A decision looms as the ex-US champion continued to recover from his injuries, unaware of the full extent of Heyman's machinations. His brother faced the most difficult decision of his life. Would he stand by his sibling, potentially sacrificing his own career? Or would he accept Heyman's offer, joining the bloodline and ensuring his rise to the top, even if it meant betraying his own flesh and blood? The WWE Universe waited with bated breath, knowing that whatever decision the brother made would have far-reaching consequences. If he sided with the bloodline, it could spell the end for the ex-US champion, who would be left without any family support in his battle against Reigns and his followers. But if the brother chose to resist Heyman's offer, it could lead to an explosive confrontation between the siblings and the bloodline, setting the stage for a dramatic showdown. The road ahead as the next WWE event loomed, all eyes were on the ex-US champion's brother. His decision, whatever it might be, would not only affect his own career but could also change the trajectory of the bloodline and the entire WWE landscape. Paul Heyman, as always, had played his cards masterfully, leaving everyone guessing and ensuring that the drama would continue to unfold in the weeks to come. In the end, the question remained, would blood prove thicker than water, or would the allure of power and success prove too tempting to resist? The answer would soon be revealed, and when it was, the WWE Universe would be there to witness it all.